Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Thompson, and I'm here to welcome you to the course Counseling Ethics and Professional Development. So I'm very pleased to have you in class, and I look forward to a great term. So let's talk about some things that have to do with our class and the upcoming week. The first is I have a very big question for you. Do you have a copy of the book? If you don't, work on that today because you're going to need it in order to do well in the class. Some of the first week readings are posted within links, so it's not a problem yet, but you need to get that book. Now, if you're willing to take a copy that's one edition earlier, which I did, you can get one for 10 bucks including shipping on Amazon. But whatever you do, get that book as soon as you can. I really don't want you to fall behind in the class. Now, as far as other things go, our icebreaker discussion is moving along nicely. Don't forget to check in there. I'd like to have a chance to get to know you a little bit personally and say hello to you there. So if you haven't done so, be sure to check in there. Now, let's talk about what else is going on this week in our class. First, you're going to be reviewing a set of slides on ethics and ethical decision making. Those are really important in forming a basis for a lot of the discussions that we're going to have. You're going to be reading a whole bunch of ethical guidelines, and perhaps too many ethical guidelines, but at least giving them a good look so that you'll be prepared for everything else that we're doing. Okay, so you have two assignments to do this week. The first is a discussion, and in this discussion, you're going to read about a case vignette, and you're going to have to respond to it with some of your own thinking about how you would address the issue from an ethical point of view. So think about the things you've learned in the slides, think about the things you'll be learning and reading the ethical guidelines, and respond to the discussion. Now, I hope in these discussions we're going to have a lot of different ideas going on. So, if you feel differently about something, feel free to say it. We can have disagreement that is respectful and tactful. And we will have some disagreement if we're really thinking, about these subjects because they're not the kinds of subjects where there's just one easy, correct answer. Okay, so let's talk about the assignment for this week. So you're going to be reading the ethical codes, and the more familiar you are with them, the better, frankly. It is a lot of reading, but it's very important stuff. Now, what you're going to be doing in your assignment paper is talking about the similarities and the differences between the ethical codes. You're going to find that there are huge similarities between all of them, even though they come from different professions. But there's also differences, and I think in some ways it's most important to actually look at and be aware of the differences in the ethical codes. Now, finally, you're going to be, applying the ethical codes to some of your own thinking. In other words, which ethical codes do you think, kind of fit with how you think about ethical issues? All right, well, that's it for now. I will see you in the discussion, and I look forward to a great term. Bye-bye, everybody.